Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Slasher Scotty. I am your host, Scotty McCoy, and boy, do I have a surprise for all of you. I have on Zoom with me right now Maxx Morrison, and he played Milton Harris in Deathboard, as well as a professional wrestler, and he will be playing a weightlifter in Heavy Duty Man. Hey, Max, how are you doing?
Scotty, what's happening, buddy? How are you? I'm
No,
good.
I'm doing great. It's nice looking at you from the nicer side of things from when we were on set with Heavy Duty Man. We'll get into that in a little bit.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, because I got a little spicy.
That was pretty fun. That was actually really cool. So the first question I got for you was, how did you get your start into acting, as well as how did you get your start into professional wrestling?
Those are really good because those actually kind of go hand in hand a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah, man. So you get a double whammy story. Hell yeah. So as so as far as like acting goes, of course I used to do stuff when I was a kid, like local
Mhm.
theaters and shit. I
Yeah.
can cuss on this, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, fantastic. Cool. So I think it was because at the same time, I've also played in bands for a long time, for like the last
Mhm.
20 years. I've been out like performing and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was out in Virginia Beach. And there was a local band their name was, I said Farewell. And I
Hmm.
got invited to do a music video for them. And that was the first actual like piece of film I did.
Okay.
Where I was just some scuzzo in a bar hitting on the dude's wife.
Hmm.
And it was neat. Just not because I was being a sleazebag, but just seeing how the process worked. It was, and then I had a fun time with that, man. It was a good experience.
Yeah.
And I guess fast forward a few years, I got into wrestling. A couple years into my career, I
Hmm.
networked with some wrestler folks, and I've got ties to a bunch of people in the metal music community and like
Nice.
industry touring the country. And I got invited to go do one music video for Iron Reagan from
Hmm.
Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, which I thought was cool as fuck because I've always loved municipal waste. So when
Hmm.
I learned about Iron Reagan, it's like, yo, these guys bang. So we go on
Nice.
set, and I played the angry wrestler. Surprise! It wasn't too far off, you know. It's like,
Yep.
man, I tried real hard to get that part.
Right.
So I played a wrestler, and me and the singer got into
That's
it,
awesome.
and there was 4 or 5 other wrestlers, and we got into a bar brawl with the band,
Nice.
and it's up on YouTube. It's so much fun.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So with Deathboard, how did you get involved with being a part of that movie?
See, that was another just weird opportunity that just spurred out of nowhere.
Mhm.
You never know what the hell life throws you, man. All it
Right.
takes sometimes is just like opening up a message board or open up a chat, be like, "Hey, man,"
Hmm.
and
Yep.
stuff kind of happens. So, so I'm pals with a local actor around here, out in the Baltimore Frederick area. His name's Jimmy Flame. He was
Mhm.
in Deathboard as well. He was also Jackie in
Hmm.
Wrestle Massacre as
Nice.
well. He got beat with his own arms. Sorry, spoiler
Nice.
alert. But I'm good pals with Jimmy Flame, and him and another pal from back home told me about Brad Twigg and his movies, and
Hmm.
told me about like the like Killer Camp Out and all that stuff. So
Right.
once I saw Wrestle Massacre and my pals in, I was like, yeah, I'll support this.
Yeah.
So I hollered at Brad Twigg just on a whim. It's like, hey man,
Hmm.
I heard you got this movie. I want to get a copy. And
Hmm.
just as a joke, you never know what happens. I threw it
Right.
out there. I was like, dude, if you need another wrestler to die on set for you, man, I'll be your Huckleberry all day. Just holler. And
Nice.
funny enough, man, a couple conversations, like 3 months later, I got a script in my email. I was like, what?
Nice.
Yeah, and that was the first feature I ever got to work on, man. So I was just like, what? Mind
That's
blown.
awesome. That's so cool. So for those unfamiliar with Deathboard, can you tell us what this movie is about?
So it is a schlocky. I don't know. I feel terrible even just opening with schlocky, but it's so charming. No, Deathboard is a supernatural '80s style like
Nice.
POV where or SOV, and it's a story of a serial killer. It's tied to a Ouija board, and a group of girls, of course, get naked and play with a Ouija board, and strange shit starts to happen.
Right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I played the role of Milton Harris, who was the God. How did I describe it? I described it as somebody really good. I think he was like he was basically
Mhm.
the creepy neighbor that was at the wrong place at the right time, like every time. Like he's good
Nice.
natured and he's trying to help everybody out, but everybody looks at him and got the
Nice.
wrong idea because he just ain't like everybody.
Nice. Nice. I think it was Chris Ridings that might have told me that you were very good in Deathboard, that he really enjoyed your performance in Deathboard. If I'm not mistaken, it might have been him. Maybe it was
Well,
Michael Taylor.
I
One of
I
them.
know Chris Ridings had said it, and I was very I was humbled by that because
Nice.
it's very new to me still.
Yeah.
Just that people are appreciating just even
Yeah.
doing things in acting. So just to
Yep.
hear that, it makes me feel incredible, and I certainly appreciate it.
That's awesome. So obviously we have to get into a little bit of heavy duty, man. You're one of the weightlifting bullies to my character, HD Mac. How did you get involved with heavy duty, man? And can you care to explain on how cruel you were to me and what did you have to do to me?
I had to whip you with towels and call you a piggy, among other things.
Among other things, but those towel whacks, I'm not joking. Those
Yeah, let's
stung.
go ahead and be clear here, man. This is luckily this was straight acting. Real Max doesn't do that to people. He hits them with chairs. Don't
And
do
we
this
will be
cow
getting into
bullshit.
your chair hitting very soon too.
But I think it was let's see. Give me 1 second. I apologize.
You're fine.
Yeah, mommy daddy duty.
Not a problem at all.
Hell yeah. Sorry about that.
You're fine.
So as far as like getting into heavy duty, man, I think I talked to Matt Anderson, if I'm not
Hmm.
mistaken, because I know I'm just like over the last like 2 3 years since I did Deathboard, I've been kind of learning my way around the independent film community out here in like
Hmm.
Maryland, Pennsylvania, West Virginia.
Yeah.
So I've started like hopping in groups and things and just networking. And I
Hmm.
think I'm trying to remember who I met him through, but I might have met him through Michael Taylor.
Yeah.
But I believe I answered an ad and he had said might have a part for you. Come on out. And it started off as how things do, where it's like, oh cool, I'm gonna be a weightlifter. Oh, I got to be mean to this guy. All right, cool, no problem. But
This
then,
guy.
but then it's like funny. It's funny once the camera starts rolling and you start to let it. You get into whatever character you get into and you just let it ride.
Yep.
And what comes out, everybody's just like, "What the fuck is that? We need more of it."
Yep.
So let's, because initially I only had a little bit in that trailer, but after some of the bullshit me and Ilya were doing to you, he looked at me and was like, "Hey, we're gonna write more stuff. Like, be
Yep.
prepared."
Yep. Exactly.
I was like, man, that's fucking cool.
Yes, and it was funny because how I first met you was when Matt said, like, it was like first met you on set. Matt brought me over and he's like, "This is Max. This is Ilya. They're gonna be spanking you with towels."
That's who it was. Matt Burns got me in with Matt Anderson.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Matty Burns.
Yep. Double Mats.
Oh, I love Matt Burns, dude. I
Yep.
met him when I was working on Shriek Show. It was one
Nice.
of the days we were shooting a clown scene and everybody was
Mhm.
dressed up laughing in a camera. It was so much fun.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Matt Burns is a great guy. He set me up with Felissa Rose for I believe next week. So we're waiting on an official time with her, but we got a date locked in, and he was really instrumental with that. And I'm very excited to interview her. He's a great guy, and I met him down at Creature Feature, not this past weekend, but like the weekend, like I think it was a year ago or whatever. And he's a great guy, and I know he was originally involved with being well, Craig is filling in for him now, and just to do a quick plug for that, Heavy Duty Man trailer. If you're watching this, I should have this up, tonight, August 31st. But if you're watching it at midnight tonight, at August 31st, September 1st, at midnight, you will see the premiere of the Heavy Duty Man trailer, co-starring Jeremy Ogre Amos and myself, and also co-starring Maxx Morrison, a bunch, and plus among some other guys, Michael Taylor and Ilya and Chris Ridings, and all of them will
Dude,
be involved. So.
so many good people doing such bad things. It was phenomenal.
I know. This is funny because like and Ilya was so nice about it. Like he like even though that sounds so bad to say, like he's so nice to be a dick to you, but he really was a nice guy about it because he's like, is it okay if I pet your belly and call you Piggy? And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. It's acting. I know you don't mean it, or do you? But I know you don't mean it.
It's like, yeah, man, I know we're about to like make you look funny, but let's be respectful here. Here, what's your boundaries? What can we do? What can we
Right.
not do?
Absolutely. And as an actor, my thing is that I'm not going to take anything personally. Just lay it on me.
I'll tell you what's really funny was working with Ilya is like, and even Matt keeps talking about it today. Is that once we got in a room together, our chemistry just matched like
Oh, it did.
super quick,
It really did.
and
And
we
it was
and we
just
had
so
to.
hard not to laugh when he was when like you guys were working together. Like I'm supposed to be like doing this. I don't want to really say it till the trailer release, but I was supposed to like do this exercise or whatever. And you guys are like calling me Piggy, and I'm like trying not to laugh because the way you and Ilya are like going about it, and I'm trying not to laugh here, and it's
Oh,
so hard.
you think that was funny? You should have been up there in the gym with us when we started working out after the shoot.
Oh my
Man,
god.
we were ribbing each other so hard. Like
Nice.
it's funny when you find somebody that you can hang with in the
Yeah.
gym or can hang with you and vice
Yep.
versa. And then when you guys are shit talking each other, being
Yep.
competitive,
Yep.
that is a fun kind of magic that
Yes.
God, I wish we had a camera up there. That would have been fun.
That's awesome. And I do want to plug quick that on Halloween we will the Indiegogo will be releasing for Heavy Duty Man. So definitely help donate that because we need to meet our funds to start filming the movie. And I would love to film the movie, and I'm sure Max would love to film the movie. So help us out to film this movie so you guys can have something to laugh at and be entertained by. So I will post the link to the Indiegogo crowdfunding campaign on all of my fan pages on Facebook. Sure, Max will post it on his as well. We'll get into where you can follow him as well later in the interview. But definitely help donate to that movie if you have the funds. And if you don't have the funds, it doesn't cost anything to share it.
Yeah, please do share to this because if you don't, you are totally going to cheat the world of all the brilliant lines that Jeremy Ogre Amos has to say as Heavy Duty
Yeah.
Man. 'Cause he's got some memorable
Absolutely.
zingers in that sucker. I remember I was thinking of one in the car the other day and posted online because it was cracking me up so
Oh my god.
hard.
Yes.
Like Jeremy is such a wordsmith, I swear.
It was great. It was great. And honestly, when I watched, like we already as the cast already saw the trailer, just but I wanted to, I don't even know if some of those zingers that he did were even part of the script or if he just improvised it. I don't know because like some of it I know was in the script, but some of it wasn't, and I don't know who did what because I mean he was a genius at like just
Mhm.
what he had to say. Like he really was.
Oh, and yeah, because he would just go in there and he would just look, and he would say some bull. That's the fun part about Grindhouse, man, because anything flies. The cheesier, the better. And that dude was coming up with some cheesy one-liners, but that was like pepper jack and Gouda cheesy. That was like good melty cheese on top of that cracker, man.
Absolutely. So definitely check out the Heavy Duty Man trailer that will premiere tonight at midnight. As I said, it stars myself and Jeremy O'Gramos as well as co-starring Maxx Morrison as well as Ilya. Definitely check that out. It will be on the YouTube channel. If you need the link, go to Sign Photos Facebook page and you will be able to get the link from there because you don't want to miss this premiere. It is, I'm not gonna lie, we saw the trailer and it is funny. It is great. You need to watch it, and you won't be disappointed. I promise you.
Oh, you guys are gonna love it, man.
So speaking of Heavy Duty Man, we talked about what we did in the movie, and we talked about the Indiegogo, and we talked about the premiere of the trailer coming up. But why don't we tell everybody what Heavy Duty Man is about? Do you care to let us know briefly what this is about, Max?
Let me see if I can do this justice. To be truthfully honest with you, here, let me see. Because Heavy Duty Man is it's a love story kind of.
Yeah.
But it's a science fiction film. At the same time, it's what do you say? We're coining a new phrase here. It's called it's fatsploitation.
Yes, flatsploitation. There you go.
Fatsploitation film. So, and we got the best special effects. Like we got the best guy for no budget. Like in this side of West Virginia.
Yeah.
Who just gave us the best all like practical effects. they're second to none. I promise.
Yes, I guarantee you. I guarantee it as well. I'm telling you, let's put it this way. This is the way you could you because obviously the way it sounds heavy duty, man. Like, it obviously doesn't sound like a horror, but it obviously sounds like, some type of comedy. I'll just tell you, it is so bad that it's good.
It's like
It's one of those
RoboCop.
movies.
It's like RoboCop met the Toxic Avenger, but like
Exactly.
they're all fat.
Exactly. Oh my god, exactly. And I guarantee you guys are gonna love this trailer. Like, I can't promote it enough. Just, it'll be on midnight, August 31st. And if you missed the premiere, it will still be on YouTube. So go to Sign Photos YouTube channel or their Facebook page to get the YouTube link, and give it a check, because you definitely want to see this. And then when the Indiegogo drops, go to the pages, and if you can donate, share, whatever you can do, make sure you make it happen. But so I guess, speaking of Indiegogos, for those that are skeptical about donating to the Indiegogo campaign for Heavy Duty Man, why do you think that people should donate to get this movie made? Like, why shouldn't they be that skeptical? Why would this be a good thing to get made?
Well, if you're not a Karen, it's totally worth doing, because that's how you don't like support independent films and projects and stuff like that. Is because you're going to find some reason not to, and it's not going to make sense.
Right. Yeah, so, that's true.
The way to make sense is to support your independent art. That's what makes sense.
Absolutely. And I mean, look at how many great films that came out that were made from independent horror, Indiegogo campaigns. Like, there was Massacre Academy, and there's so many others that I can name. I mean, Bloody Summer Camp, and just donate if you can't. Like I said, share. You definitely want to get this out there, because me and Max want to get to work, and I know Max wants to smack me with towels again.
That was fun.
That was fun, right?
I'm not gonna say no, but that was
fun. So what is the best part about filming Deathboard, and what was the worst?
I think for me the best part was just like hanging out with the cast.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the cast and the crew,
it
was my first time on set, and it really wasn't too much different than like say being in a wrestling locker room,
right,
with all your peers.
And
I made some good friends out of that. Made some very good friends out of that whole experience.
Nice.
Like Melissa Sapienza,
yes,
who I get to work with again in a project that I don't know if I can talk about it yet or not. Maybe, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll probably blow it. I'll probably blow it. That's fine.
You'll pull a Tom Holland.
No, yeah, totally. Yeah, but I met Melissa, and that's my pal. Mm-hmm. That's my pal, and I made a bunch more friends. So I just have to say that it's just shooting silly, great stuff with a bunch of cool, like-minded people, man. Just creating art. That made me so happy.
That's awesome. So do you have like a worst part about filming it?
Not so much about Deathboard. I think the worst. No. I do have a story about Shriek Show. Okay,
let's hear it.
The part about Deathboard was teaching Rosanna how to not kick me in the nuts.
I'm guessing no cups.
Okay, yeah, so no cups. All right, so trained wrestler, I got no problem teaching somebody how to do a move. And I teach her how to kick me in the thigh. And once the camera rolled, she went right up in there. We got 3 takes of this thing. So each time I'm like, all right, sell it. This is for the money. Ouch. Oh man, but it was good, man. But she's cool. She's cool shit to work with, man. So it was no thing. It was funny.
Nice, that's awesome. So, do you have any backstage stories? So we know you're a professional wrestler. So, do you have any backstage stories that are about when you're in the locker room that you would like to share?
Well, I know in the wrestling community, it's kind of a sacred place where it's like Las Vegas, where what happens in the locker room stays in the locker room.
All right.
But let's see. Well, no, I can't tell that story. There was the time I did drugs. Well, no, I can't tell that story. Well, there was the other time I did drugs with. Wait, I can't tell that story either. Well, there was this one time I was drinking. Well, yeah, fuck, I can't tell that story.
Can't tell that one either.
No, there's a whole bunch of stories I can't tell, man.
Well, how about this one for starters? What match was your favorite, and which one was the hardest to perform? Like against who, and why was it the hardest? What was the bloodiest? Whatever you want to go into.
I don't think I've had my favorite match yet.
Okay.
I don't. I've had a lot of very fun matches. I have ones that are memorable to me that I enjoy, but I don't think I've had my favorite one yet.
Okay.
I think probably one of the hardest matches I ever did was the first time I got to wrestle. It was in Norfolk, Virginia. I was wrestling against Gangrel and Kevin Thorn.
Nice.
From WWE.
Nice.
That was the first time I ever got to work with a name, and I was fucking petrified, man.
I bet.
I was petrified. I didn't want to screw up. Yeah. And they went in there and let us have it, and we gave it back to them, and it was a good time. But just that kind of pressure.
Yeah.
It was a hard time, but it was good because it taught me to grow. I got a lot of growing out of that whole experience, man. So it was worth it. Like all the nerves were totally worth it.
That's awesome. So what do you believe the hardest part? I mean, let's do this again. What do you believe the best part of being a professional wrestler is, and what do you believe the worst part of it being is?
Well, the worst part about being a professional wrestler is being in professional wrestling. It fucking sucks.
It's true though. It really takes a toll on your body and your mind.
No, man. It's there's so many toxic ass people out there, man. Like so many just people that don't just they don't know the point of it. It's the whole point for us is to tune your head out. It's like to turn your head off and tune out, man.
Yeah.
Just let us entertain you. And people look too far into shit where it's like, come on, man, you're ruining the fun for yourself. And you're starting to ruin it for me. So just calm the fuck down. That's what I don't like about it.
Yeah.
Other than that, everything else is fucking great.
Yeah.
Because my favorite part about it is being able to create something out of nothing that causes reactions that do come with rewards. It's fucking cool as shit.
Nice.
Seeing like art unfold and just things that you come from your brain and almost like being the conductor in an orchestra.
Right.
Per se.
Absolutely.
And then I know for me, I know that's more like satisfies my brain, but what satisfies my soul is when like young kids come up to me and they really dig the character, where they'll come up and be like, either Max, dude, you're my favorite wrestler, or be like, I don't like you. And then I'll go over there and be like, well, you know what? I don't like you either. And you know what? I end up winning with these kids like each and every time. They end up becoming fans, whether they love me, they hate me, they have fun just interacting with me. And I feel like I'm doing good in the world, man.
That's awesome.
Whether I'm the good guy or the bad guy, I'm putting it out there. I'm putting good in the world.
That's awesome. That's really cool. So last question I got for you. Do you have any future projects in the works that you would like to promote to the listening and viewing audience, as well as any wrestling events that you'll be at and or social media or websites that you would like to plug?
All right, cool. So we're going to be sitting here for another hour. At least let me grab my cooler. No. So I have a string of shows coming up. What's the date? It's September 4th is in Altoona or Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Eclipse Pro Wrestling, AON, Phoenix Pro Wrestling. It's 3 brands fighting for supremacy for Johnstown. So the show is called War for Territory. One of their top badasses called me out, and he wants a shot at my championship because I am the Eclipse heavyweight champion in Altoona, Pennsylvania.
Nice.
He wants a shot at this thing because I'm the baddest motherfucker in the company. So 2 bad motherfuckers are going to fight each other in the middle of the shopping mall and pretty much tear the place down.
Nice.
That's going to be a good time. So if like you don't go to wrestling shows, you want to come to this one because that one, that's going to turn you on.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I got that, and then I'm going out to United Elite Wrestling in Richmond, Virginia, September 12th. And Voltage Wrestling in Martinsburg, West Virginia, September 18th. And you can find all those dates on my Facebook at Maxx Morrison. It's 2 Ds, 2 X's, 2 R's. And then as far as movie projects, I got a couple with Brad Twigg that I'm supposed to do. And then I can talk about it. I'm doing The Nihilist with Michael Taylor
Nice.
towards the end of the year.
Yeah, I think he did promote that. Yep.
I don't give a fuck if he did or didn't. I'm talking about it. He'll be okay.
I can tell you, Mike's a good guy. He doesn't get mad, and if he gets mad, he doesn't get mad long.
I love Mike to death, man. He's cool.
He's
Like,
a great guy.
on Heavy Duty, man.
Yep.
He's definitely one of them good guys that just likes to go out and shoot for fun, man. Like he really encapsulates the spirit of like independent filmmaking. It's just he's like a kid with it. It's
Absolutely.
So cool to watch.
Yes, it is.
But I'm doing The Nihilist with him.
Nice.
I'm doing Heavy Duty, man, when we start doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think around October, November, Brad Twigg's trying to release Shriek Show that we did, which is his horror anthology. It's got like Felissa Rose, Tuesday Night, Beverly Randolph. Got a whole slew of folks in it.
Nice.
That's gonna be cool.
Awesome.
And then yeah, I think that's it for now. I got a bunch of wrestling shows coming up and just come through the pipe.
Awesome. So go and catch Maxx Morrison defend that Eclipse Heavyweight Championship. Good luck, brother.
I appreciate it. If I could real quick.
Yeah.
Be sure to check out www.madmaxmorrison.com. 2 D's, 2 X's, 2 R's. Super important. On there is a link to my online merch site.
Nice.
Go buy some merchandise. If you check it out, if you actually holler at me on the little contact thing, if you like my art, I could put it on custom merch for you. So just holler.
There you go.
Work it out.
Absolutely. So definitely check that out. Thank you. Stuff. Awesome. So thank you so much, Max, for joining me.
Thanks for having me on, Scotty. This was a good time.
This was a lot of fun. I had a blast, and I mean, I love talking about like all these projects. I love doing interviews, and I reached out to you. I think it was like 4 weeks ago or so, and we were scheduled for 3 weeks ago for the interview. And of course, my dad passed away, so we had to postpone it. This is our postponement date, and I'm glad we can make this happen. It's been great. As you can tell, I'm not in my normal studio. I'm at my parents' place, seeing people walking back and forth.
I'm just glad you're feeling better, buddy.
Yeah, I am too. The interviews, they're occupying my mind, which is something I need. So I overwhelm myself with interviews for all the way to the end of next month. Next month, I end with Heavy Duty Man himself, Jeremy Ogre Amos. He's on September 30th. So we'll be promoting Heavy Duty Man and all that stuff then. So definitely check that out. But again, Max, thank you so much for working with me and getting this date set so we can have this interview.
Absolutely. Anytime you need any help or you want me to come back on, brother, just say the word. We'll work it out.
Absolutely. That would be so great, and I would love to have that happen.
Awesome.
All right. You have a good rest of your night, Max.
All right. You too, buddy.
All right. Bye, bud. Bye.